So here we are, closing the lights up. Did one of them already. It's like 100 degrees out here, so it's going pretty quick. Whenever you're doing these and you're resealing them, pretty much the black sits into the clear lens just like that. But then as you start working the light and resealing it, you need to push the clear lens back into the black towards this back half. So it's kind of a give and take. So you kind of want to massage the lens, and we're going to try to do that right now. I got some boogers on the outside, but it'll be alright. So all we're going to do right now, just kind of push down on it, kind of work the sealant into these grooves. Remember, you just heated the light up, so any plastic tabs or anything that's on this is going to be real delicate. So you run the possibility of bending something out of shape. So when you go like this piece, you go back to remount it on the car, it might not take the original shape that I was in. So continue to work it nice and easy. Tell you what, if you're doing this in the wintertime, there's nothing nice and easy about it. You got like seconds before this stuff starts to dry up on you. Just massage it closed. Like I was telling you, start pushing that lens down and back towards the rear of the light. Get a good seal all around. You've got these little tabs along the edges that you can kind of use as a gauge for where you're at, because they need to line up with the housing. So that housing's got to go back quite a bit. And this is when we start to make love.
Hello, love.
I'm just trying to work the light without breaking it. I keep telling people this all the time. Doesn't matter if you're putting it in an oven or a box. If it's not coming out the right way, you need to reheat it to get the seals to go in the right place. Then reheat it. Do it as many times as you have to, but you got to get the seals correct. Because if you don't, you're just going to have a bunch of moisture. And the only way you can clear that moisture out while the light is still on the car is opening this up, taking a blow dryer and blowing it down inside here until you evaporate all that moisture. And in order to get to that while the light's mounted on the car, you've got to take the front wheel off. You got to take the inside fender well lip off. It's almost kind of a give and take whether to just take the whole car apart, the whole front lip off, and do it from scratch, or just try to blow dry out that from inside that cap. And when you're doing these screws, it kind of helps you close the light up. It's a little difficult sometimes getting this stuff to line up, so you got to work it a little bit. You don't want to screw in too much. Like I've got that power screwer, that power drill, whatever you want to call it, and I won't use it on this stuff because this clear plastic that you're screwing into will break. So you want to do it by hand so you can feel the tension. Just take your time, get it threaded, take it all the way down to the plastic, and then just feel it out. You can feel it kind of closing up and sealing itself. So I've done those. I'm going to do this one last one up here on the back, and then I'll go through and press it some more. So we've done a couple of videos today. We didn't really show you how to take the front of the car apart because there's plenty of stuff online to get that information. But how to take them apart, how to pop them apart, how to do it safely without breaking them. We talked a little bit about painting. You can pretty much use any kind of paint you want. People swear up and down on Krylon. I've used just about everything. The one paint that I do not recommend using is ceramic type paints, thinking that the inside of this is extremely hot and a ceramic paint would actually probably help is not the good thought to have, because what will happen is it'll bubble up. Some of the other paints that I've used that don't require primer coats have lasted and done real well. It's a personal preference. You can use whatever you want. If you're color matching to your car, you really don't have a choice. That company that provides the automotive touch-up paint, that's the best I've seen and been able to get. That's what I used on Mr. and Mrs.'s Zelkit Blue 370Z Twin Turbo, and I used it on mine, and now I've used the Magnum paint code for these lights, and it just comes out beautiful. It really pops. So this light is sealed. We've got some more stuff to mount to it before we put it on the car. We'll take it back into the garage and do that, and we'll clean up some of the sealant that we got on the outside of the lens, and then we'll put it on the car and take a couple pictures, and I'll post them on the web tonight along with these videos. Alright, thank you. Good. Have a good one.